Here's another new song that hasn't been recorded yet. I wrote this about 2 years ago at the Kerrville Folk Festival. I was teaching a songwriting school that they have between the weekends. It's like a 4-day songwriting camp that goes on in the midst of the festival. Really, really fun, and it's really evolved to a great songwriting workshop. Anyway, and one of the things I was doing was giving my students prompts to start a song during this week, and then we'd share the progress of their song starts and give feedback and stuff like that. And a real powerful way to write songs, whether you're an advanced songwriter or whether you're just starting songwriting. But anyway, I had given this assignment, and you had a few prompts to choose from, and one of them was, what's up for you right now? What's kind of cooking inside? What's that thing when you maybe wake up at 3 in the morning to go to the bathroom and you can't quite get back to sleep because this thing pops up in your mind? And so for me, what had really come up was just the age thing. Don't dwell on it very much, but just every now and then that mortality thing just kind of comes up and says, hey, you might not live forever. and so that's simply, anyway, and I had journaled a little bit, but if you've ever been to the Kerrville Folk Festival, they play music all night long if you're up for that. And sometimes I know I should go to bed, but I just love sitting around in a circle sharing songs under the moonlight with people. And anyway, I think school was at 9, and I was supposed to have a song start to share. And so I got up at 7:30, and there was my little song that just kind of came rolling out. And yeah, here it is. It's called Before I Go. I've been thinking a lot lately about how much time I have left. There's a whole lot more behind me and how much lies ahead. I feel the need to make a list, to write it down so I will know a few things that I'd like to do in my life before I go. Before I go, I want to walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I want to spend more time with the ones I love the most. These are just a few things I'd like to do before I go. Maybe I'll buy some watercolors, learn to paint a country lane, one that rolls on down to some pastoral, peaceful place. Or maybe I'll write a book, tell my story, share my truth, bear it all upon the page. That's something I might like to do. Before I go, I want to walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I want to spend more time with the ones I love the most. These are just a few things I'd like to do before I go. Maybe there's a book up there someplace with our names and the day will pass, but I don't think there is, so I want to live each day like it's my last. Sailing for a couple of weeks down on the islands with Vicky and Stan. Feel the sun on my face and the wind at my back. Walk with JoJo in the soft sands. And when my traveling days are done, I wanna watch the river flow. I wanna live with no regrets with this time I've left here before I go. Before I go, I wanna walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I wanna spend more time with the ones I love the most. These are just a few things I'd like to do before I go. These are just a few things I'd like to do before I go. Amen to that, huh? Get that list going and do it. It's a funny little side story on that song. So I wrote the assignment that day and sang it to the class, and of course I polished it up a little bit since then, but I had pretty much the draft of that song. And then since that point, I sang that song a couple times, and the next thing you know, last January, my wife Jo and I and Vicky and Stan and the song there went and sailed down in the British Virgin Islands, and it was incredible. So just write a song for whatever you want, and it'll manifest itself. So anyway, that's called Before I Go.